All right, y'all. Welcome to Sports Debaters episode 2 with Reezy in July. We got a good episode lined up with
Yeah.
you. We got the entertainer, Alex Owens, better known as Ayeyoh, the help. That's a good MP, man. Y'all make sure y'all go get that. Subscribe
Absolutely.
to his channel, listen to get his views up and everything. Um, Ayeyoh, go ahead and introduce yourself, my brother.
Oh man, I'm 31 years old. I'm from Opelousas, Louisiana. I mean, grew up there, been there, never lived nowhere else. Really, only time it was like for work or something like that. Other than that, but it's been all 31 years there. So I mean, that's just the basics.
Oh yeah, hey, shout out to Ayo though. Funny story about me and Alex. I knew him in junior high. I knew him in high school. We wasn't really close like that. I think he was close to with my homie Tristan though. I think he was close
Yeah,
with him. Yeah, we our first time playing basketball together was actually a couple of years ago with some fellas out of Sports Talk, man. First time playing basketball, we clicked good, man. Cuts and everything. I enjoyed that time. Enjoyed meeting your son. Your son and my son got to play a little bit. It was some good
right.
times, man. But I'm gonna go ahead and let
So,
Reezy take it from here, man.
all right.
Hey, man, we're excited to have you on episode 2 of Sports Debaters. So this is official. Everybody better jump on quick if you're trying to get on the hottest show. But Alex, just to start it off, what tell us a little bit about yourself as far as like I know this name Ayo is spelled differently, but it looks like A-O, like when audibly. So is that kind of the thinking behind that?
The biggest thing was, I usually use it as the initials, just like my initials for my name.
Mm,
So, but marketing wise and as far as people being able to search me like for anything, I changed it to those letters. That way, and if you pull up that right now, if you pull up Ayeyoh, nothing comes up but me. So that's why I
Mm.
did that. Versus if it had just stayed Ayo, just the letters, so many other things and so many other people would have popped up.
okay, that's actually a pretty ingenious idea because that way you kind of optimize like optimization. No,
Right.
whenever people search you, only you pull up. So I like that.
Exactly.
I like that. Okay, so just to start off with, man, how did you get into music? Like, how did that even start with you?
um, Mainly, I mean, man, when we was younger, like my mom used to listen to music all day, and it was actually around like the art, like a lot of R&B and stuff, Tony Braxton, Jagged Edge, all of that
Mm,
type of stuff at daytime. And she would really listen to that like 24/7. Like I'm talking about, we was going to sleep listening to Tony Braxton.
right.
So all of that type of stuff. That I mean, and like when I was in high school, I used to like it, but that's when I really started in 2006. I started like really writing lyrics and like doing stuff. But that was when the club scene was popping. So everything was like
Mm,
club songs and stuff like that. So I knew I wanted to rap different than the club, but I knew I could do that also. That was the way I started. But I knew, as far as what I do now, I've been had that in me. I just was doing what was popping at the time.
okay, that's what's up. And so tell me, like, what is your inspiration? I know some people will say, they'll try to name off artists, but
Hmm.
maybe an artist isn't your inspiration, or maybe it's some artists and then other things that make you feel like you're good at music, or what is your inspiration? Like, what got you inspired, especially with this
Um,
album?
I mean, basically from the brand perspective, it's just like exactly what the name of the EP is, the help. Like,
Mm,
and that's the name of my brand. So it's gonna be really like it's just about helping the game with better content, with better stuff, like better lyrics, better, more artistry, and helping people mentally, physically. You know what I'm saying? In every way possible. That's why I left it general as the help. That way I can tap into anything and help in any area. But
Okay.
uh artist
mm,
wise, definitely Nipsey Hussle. And I don't even go outside of that anymore because I really love Biggie. Biggie is my favorite lyricist, favorite
mm,
rapper of all
mm,
time. But now looking at the bigger picture of it, Outside of rap and not just rap, is Nipsey Hussle for me. And I say that strictly because he came from like the streets and all of that. He still rapped about it, but he also told you like, like that's just a fucked up place to be. You don't want to stay there. You ain't there just to stay there. You ain't there to glorify that all day. You gotta get out of that and then make it better for yourself. And everything he rapped about, he did. So, and as a respectable person, and outside of music is what I love him even more about. You know what I'm saying? So it's
Right.
the way he did his music, the way he told the truth, the way he told you that, hey, I used to be like this, but that ain't the way, and that ain't how we gonna get out of this. And to really tell people that and show that is what made me love him even more because he stood on what he was talking about.
Absolutely. That's like a really introspective answer, man. Damn. Okay, so because I really felt that too. I actually picked up on Nipsey right before he died, so I felt like I missed a lot of his career. But I did notice
Yeah,
that his music almost matured. It seemed like he was, trapping, talking about gang banging, and then he
yeah, he
almost he
started
kept
off
it
like that.
real. Yeah, he kept it real about like I need to give back. I feel remorseful, almost like I need to make up
Right,
for that. So
right, right.
okay. One thing I noticed, like, because I'm, as a music artist myself, when I'm trying to get into the creative process, a
Mhm.
lot of times I try to do a lot of things, or I have my own little way to put everything where I need it to have the right headspace.
Right.
Uh, can you describe to us kind of what is your creative process?
Oh man. I mean, if you listen to anything I ever made, it's more like always add in real life stuff. I mean, anything I'm rapping about is mostly real anyway. Like I like to add in whatever going on. I like to add in, real life situations. I like to add in anything that's relatable. So it's like when I get an instrumental, I listen to it, I listen to it, I listen to it, and whatever like theme, whatever topic, whatever I want to come up with at the time, I think about that, and then I brainstorm on it and just listen to the beat like thousands of times, bro. Like I
Mm,
mean, and I write in my notes in my phone when I'm writing, so I would write down. I literally brainstorm. So if I know the song is gonna be about let's just say, just pick a topic, basketball.
mm-hmm,
I'm gonna write down Kobe Bryant, I'm gonna write down rebound, I'm gonna write down traveling. I'm gonna write down anything dealing with basketball. I'm gonna write down all of those words. But then that's when I start being creative on how I'm gonna put all of that into play as far as what I'm talking about. So the word play, the all the constructing all of that, that all come from me brainstorming all of those words.
okay, that's amazing. That's kind of close to what I do too, as far as like you write down a lot of ideas and then you
Right.
kind of put it all together like a puzzle piece, like puzzle pieces.
Exactly.
Okay. All right, that's dope. That's dope. Well, I listened to your album, I would say probably at least like 100 times. Like as far as
Shit, a thousand times for me.
yeah, preparing for the
Look,
interview.
man.
And what's crazy is I enjoyed it. Like it didn't get old. Sometimes I think music can kind of mature to your ear. Like it'd be one song, you'd be like, you think you don't like a song, and you listen to it over, and you're like, oh wow, this song is. How did I miss this? So
Right,
I
right,
do want to say that I really enjoyed the album. For me, I'm really big on intro tracks, like the good intro track to an album. Like who has the hottest intro for 2019? Like that's a conversation I'm having with my friends.
right.
I really think your intro track titled "The Help" was super descriptive. Like it was really like vivid as far as like I could pick up the picture you was painting. So what
Right.
was it? What was it that inspired you as far as, or how were you able to be so descriptive on that first track called "The Help" on that one?
I mean that's all real life situation. All
Mm.
of it.
For
All
you,
of it
like you was in
from
those?
oh yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Real life. And I mean I'm talking about from like especially the beginning. The first few lines are the most important because that described me like to the T when I was like procrastinate when it's for yourself, but when it's not you sprint though. I mean
Hmm.
like that's real life. Like I take my time when it comes to dealing with me. But then if it's for somebody else, I'm so much of a help to where I'm like, let's do whatever it takes to get it done. Like I want to make sure you good, you know.
Mm,
So I mean, all the way into me talking about the cutting tire, the putting gas with change. I mean, I done had to scrape up change before to put gas.
right.
I mean, everything, all of that. Like cutting towels because I ain't got no clean ones. I'm cutting small towels out of a big one so I can wash my face, wash my ass. Like I mean,
Right.
it's real. It's all real.
Man, that's real. And yeah,
Yeah,
I definitely been there.
That's what's up, man.
yeah. And
Okay, well,
to be that vulnerable and that relatable was like one of the, I ain't gonna say it was tough, but it was like, hey, if I'm gonna do it, they gotta know, like, and this gotta be the track, like starting out, like they gotta know that I've been in them positions they've been in, and it makes it easier for people to relate to that, and makes it easier for people to bring that out, you know.
mm-hmm.
So
Absolutely. That's like a first impression. So that's really good
right,
to keep it raw, keep it very real.
right.
That second track, it was titled "I Hate It Here," and man, I felt like you had a lot of layers on that track. Like it was really it was just a lot of layers to it. But I felt that you actually, you were speaking to the ladies. You were speaking to the ladies, and I seen what you did. I seen a couple things you did. I was like, oh, okay, I see what he's doing. So,
Yeah.
what do you think that your biggest message on that track, like the one I Hate It Here, what was the message that you feel like you want to get across on that
I mean, it's basically like really in the name. I mean, it's just like saying I love what I do as far as helping, but
one?
like I hate it here at the same time because it's like being in that place is like okay, you're doing everything for anybody else, you'll do anything for them, but then like if it don't get done back for you or your worries or your cares ain't taken care of, like it's like, damn, I hate this position, but I love it because I'm helping people. But I don't get it either. I don't get it what I'm giving. You know, it ain't reciprocated.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah, and I've definitely been in that situation. You sound like you're someone that has kind of like a big heart. Because I mean, if the title of the album is called "The
definitely.
Help," yeah, you doing a
Yeah,
lot to very selfless. That's very good.
very, very much so.
Okay, that next track called "I Get Off." Man, I
Uh,
felt like it had a little skit at the beginning. Tell me about that little skit at the beginning, though. Like, what was that on there?
that simply came from the beat itself, because that beat sound exactly like it'll come from New Orleans, like
Mm,
Soldier Slim, Juvenile type beat or whatever. And I really wanted to challenge myself on as far as like when I thought about adding that Soldier Slim, because I thought about him, of course. When I thought
mhm.
about adding that skit in the beginning, I was like, whoever I put on here with me, we both gonna have to live up to that.
Absolutely.
You know
And
what I'm
that's what actually
saying?
that leads to my next question, actually, because I was gonna say, man, y'all wasn't in your face, but y'all had some bars. So, do you think that those were the hardest bars as far as that particular song? I Get Off more than all the other songs. Do you think that was the hardest bars on the album?
I think so because simply that's what that song was made for. I broke all four of the songs down into I mean, the help is just basically me really getting down, deep and down into the nitty gritty of, of self and giving you me and showing you I done been through all of these things. But I mean, it is what it is. That's me. I hate it here is showing you, hey, it's breaking down me being the help. Okay, I help in these areas, but it's not reciprocated.
Mhm.
That's why I hate it here in some instances. I get off was basically made to say, okay, I rap. Now this is the track I'm gonna use to spit bars and really, really show you I rap
Mhm.
on stuff like that. And so I ain't even gonna go into the last one because you on this one. So basically, I get off was made to like rap, like okay now let's spit now.
Right.
The other ones was storytelling, really trying to break down to you who I am and why I am the way I am.
Yeah, and before I let Kenny ask this next question, man, I will say this: towards the end of the song, it seemed like y'all both like kind of went Super Saiyan, like as far as like
Yeah,
as far because I was
yeah,
like, oh my god, like like kind of how I know I hear it a lot of times, but like maybe like Wayne will do it, Lil Wayne will do it, Eminem will do it, where they just start going off like at the end,
right.
kind of showcasing the abilities. So I will
Right.
say, like, that particular song, man, was really impressive. Y'all really went ham on that one.
I appreciate that, man.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
Well, basically, man. First of all, shout out to Pop Fields, bro. That was like, bro, that was a fire feature, bro. You chose the right person, man. Shout out to Pop Fields. I see
Mhm.
Right.
that y'all do have good chemistry. You, Pop Fields, and then you and Jairus King. What
Mhm.
makes Tell us what makes these two artists? Why you have good chemistry with these two artists?
Mhm.
Um, one like outside of music wise, like we talk and we bullshit and we run it about music a lot or whatever. Cause I mean, me and Pop been rapping. Jerry is not too long ago, like really started pushing his music and he started. But I've been knowing Jerry since we was working at the Walmart distribution center together. But But bigger than that, the main thing was knowing how they rap and knowing their strengths in what they do. And I Get Off is the type of song where I wouldn't have put Jarius on I Get Off, and I wouldn't have put Pop on Out of Body. So because of the styles, like I wanted Pop to rap. So that's why I chose him for I Get Off. And Jerry's is more smooth, laid back, and that's why I put him on Out of Body.
Mm.
So it's
Gotcha.
the way the track is, and what we talking about.
Yeah, man. I remember Pop. I mean, freshman year in high school, I remember popping on the back of the bus freestyling on Miss Brown bus. I was like, man, this dude here. I'm in the ninth grade. I'm just getting into music. I was like, man, he
Right.
going off. Freestyling as a freshman, sophomore in the back of the bus. But man,
Yeah,
yeah, Alex. Yeah, Ayo, man, I was a 5-year MP, bro. I mean, we're gonna keep supporting you. I'm gonna
Oh
keep
yeah,
supporting the dog.
I got one more question for you too.
Go
Last
ahead,
song, the
Reezy.
Out of Body song. That song, the Out of Body was probably my favorite song on the track. To be real with you,
right,
um,
Okay.
because it had like just like a real hypnotic sound. Like you really killed the
right.
hook. The hook was just nasty. Like as far as the fact that I don't know who does your production, but they had like a really hypnotic sound as far as the like the auto tune and the production on the hook.
Right.
Um, as far as the vocals on that instrumental on the vocals, I noticed that it had like kind of like a tribal sound, like a tribal chanting sound as
Right.
well. So tell me like about the production process. Like how did you make a track sound so full, sound so complete like that?
Um, for one, that beat was already made how it is.
Okay,
When I
okay.
heard it, I was already like, hell yeah, I want it. Yeah, like no doubt
Right.
about it. But the biggest, and I wanted it so bad to where when I got in touch with the producer, the guy that made the track, I
Mm-hmm.
told him, I said, I want to buy that. I want to own it. I own that. I own that beat. I own everything about that song. So that's the one I'm gonna really try to push, and I'm gonna have a video for it coming. All of that. But production wise, like in the studio, the
Mm-hmm.
guy who the guy who recorded me and did all of the mixing and all of that stuff, he's also an artist. So that's why I
Mm.
chose him to record my music too, because he's gonna think from artist and from producing. So me and him basically was just going back and forth on how we want to do it, how we want to fix it. I already had my thing is I already had the song written, and when I wrote it, I'm like I told him, I said, okay, well, after I record it, then it's me and your time to fix this up and come to make this what I know it's gonna be after you put your touches on it. So we was in the studio the whole time, really like fixing it up and getting everything together. And he was getting all of the stops, the goals, the cuts, the auto tune, everything, all of that while I was in the studio, and I was just like,
Wow.
wow, like
Wow. Yeah.
especially from what it was becoming. You know what I'm saying? While he was doing everything. So that just watching it being created, that's my favorite part.
Yeah, that track was a banger. Like as far as like I could bang it in the car loud, and
Right,
play it over and over and over again and it don't get old. So good job
right.
on that one for sure. For sure.
Appreciate it.
Oh yeah, that was a fire album though. Ayo, a fire MP, bro. Can't wait till you put out some more music for us, man. We're gonna support you all the way. But we're gonna get off the music topic for now. We're gonna go into a little
All right.
sports. Now we know you was a big Kobe Bryant fan, man. I know you was a big Kobe Bryant fan. Every time you used to say Kobe Bryant the GOAT, I always go onto your status and put no. but
It's all
but
good.
let me ask you something. What was your favorite memory of Kobe Bryant?
My favorite memory, bro. It's really actually not even a sports play. My favorite memory was hearing things about his work ethic. Like that
Okay.
was my favorite part of him, bro. And I say that
Mm-hmm.
because I remember the talk with him and Shaq. And when he was like, he would be going to the gym fucking 2, 3, 4 in the morning, and Shaq would be coming back from the club. But he just was so he's workaholic, man. Like, and he always stood on, I'm gonna work at this shit. I love this shit so much. I'm gonna work at it so much to where I'm gonna be the best I can be. And his mentality. I mean, you can call it Mamba mentality, but his mentality as a man and as a basketball player to say, hey, I'm not accepting no. I'm not accepting nobody that ain't gonna work for this. I'm not accepting nobody that ain't working hard, that ain't really trying to be the best they can be. I
Right.
don't accept nothing less. And I take that from sports to real life and everything else. So it was more than basketball to me with him. You know what I'm saying? That's why it was like I was looking at him from a man, a basketball player, a father, all of those things, and that's what made me, to me, and my generation, my time, and that time, that's my goal, bro. And I never get off of that. So it's
Oh
just
yeah,
everything about.
oh
That's
yeah,
what's
but
up. Go ahead.
all right, but shout out to Kobe. I kind of wish I'm kind of mad at myself because I held it against Kobe, not knowing all the information. I held it against Kobe that him and Shaq broke up. Cause I was a
Mm.
big
Mhm.
Shaq. I was a big Shaq fan. But when I
Right.
seen that interview with him and Shaq, I was like, bro, Shaq the one who fucked up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Shaq the one that messed up. And I was like,
That's
man, I
why I
couldn't.
was happy when that came out, just so people can really see, bro. Telling you.
And I was mad at myself because I couldn't really appreciate Kobe because I thought it was his fault that him and Shaq broke up that whole
Right.
time. And then he
Right.
passed away. Then he passed away, dog. That was a sad day in sports. I
Right.
seen how
Right.
it hurt you. I seen the video you put out. I posted it a million times, bro. That
Right.
was
Mm-hmm.
that was real talk. But let
Right.
me ask you this: while while we was on the GOAT subject, tell me, all right, tell me if it's the same answer. Why is Kobe the GOAT in your eyes?
I mean, relentless, man. Just
Mm.
just relentlessness at doing whatever it take to win. Like,
Right.
and even if he didn't win, he still was so mad to where he was like, okay, like I remember he told this chick, I forgot this girl name, that she was in college, that he was kind of like coaching her up a little bit. Like he told her, he said, well, okay, well, y'all lost, and she was mad as shit. And then he was like, well, go, okay, go watch the tape and go learn from it. You know what I'm saying? Like basically a loss to him, it was like, okay, I got work to do. Even if he won and it was in a series, only thing came out that dude mouth was, hey, all right, we just won one game, or we just won 2 games. That ain't it. We gotta keep going. I'm
Mm-hmm.
not I'm not basking in this. I'm not sitting on it. And I love that about him. But and the dude never left the game for no bullshit. He never let nothing stop him from playing. Okay, that's why I said on the tribute, I was like, take the 2 middle fingers up. That dude, okay, my shit hurt. Fuck that. Give me some tape. Put it on there. I got
Mm.
to get back out there because we gotta win. And this is way too important. And I ain't letting no small shit keep me out of no game. I mean, it's just everything, bro. Everything, everything. And what make it easier for me to do it too is I seen Kobe. I didn't see Jordan.
Right.
You know,
That's true.
I
That's
I
a
Oh
good
didn't.
yeah.
point.
That's what make it easier for me too. So I mean, if I'd have seen Jordan, I'd have might have felt a little different. But I mean, it's just what Kobe did something to me all around. You know what I'm saying? So that's just that.
Man, I want to say something like whenever about, especially about Kobe's work ethic. That's one thing I figured out on that interview too, because Shaq was saying in other interviews, Shaq said he actually would tell people Kobe was a weirdo because he never seen nobody work that hard. Like he didn't understand it. So I know that a big part of their beef was who is the top dog. So at the beginning, those first 2 championships, and while Kobe was a rookie, he said that he would bully Kobe a lot because he wanted everybody to understand, kind of how Jordan did. He wanted everybody to understand, I'm the alpha dog. And one thing, when I do a lot of study on sports topics, one thing I really was shocked by was understanding that actually that 3rd championship, I think they was equals, and actually Kobe was actually taking the lead. So that was one thing that really hurt them in the Detroit series, was the fact that Shaq couldn't understand or couldn't accept the fact it's time to take a seat back
for the win, right?
And it helped Wade later. It helped Wade in Miami because Shaq had to learn from. He had like, oh my God, I'm not number 1. So let me let Wade. If he would have did that with Kobe, he could have probably stayed in LA and let Kobe be the.
You know what though? You know what got Shaq like that also though? I feel like what got Shaq mind like that also was when Jordan came back and Jordan beat the ass, and Shaq was going thinking it was about to be his time to take over. You know what I'm saying? So now once you in a leadership role where you with the Lakers, it's like, okay, I'm the man. Oh yeah, and he was the man, period. But once Kobe start coming and start contributing to that, like he said, Kobe was like, when he said this what made me love Shaq even more when he said this. He said, man, I ain't have to do shit. He said, first of all, I was already a big man. I was bigger than anybody. I can dunk on anybody anytime I want, whatever. He said, but I knew I didn't have to work that hard because I had Kobe Bryant.
Exactly. That was like a cheat code.
Yeah. When he said that, that's when it was like, okay. He said, I ain't have to do much because I had you. He said, I ain't worked that much.
Absolutely.
But Kobe was always on the mindset state of, but just imagine how many championships and how far much better we'd have been if you'd have been working.
They probably would have won 7.
Bro, they would have whipped ass. They would have whipped ass, period. Bro. Because I can see Kobe right now in the gym with Shaq. I need you to shoot 2,000 free throws right now. I don't give a damn.
He'll probably make 500 of. He'll probably make 500 of.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's what's up.
Hey, we got one more question for you, Alex. I know you brought up the mentality of Kobe. We just want to ask you, what was your thoughts on the Last Dance documentary with Jordan and the Chicago Bulls?
And I'm gonna be honest with you, I ain't never watched it.
Oh, okay. Never seen it.
I never watched
you haven't seen it. You gotta check it out. It's worth looking at.
I'm being honest. No, but you see, I only seen it from social media and what everybody else was posting. I never watched it.
If you like Kobe mentality, you better watch that. If you like Kobe mentality, you're gonna see where he got it from.
And that's one thing Kobe said. Kobe actually said, he said that everything you love about me, I got from Mike. And that's what's like, that was a really crazy quote when he said that. Cause I was like, back in the day during his career, he always would deny that he looks like MJ or he kind of walks like MJ, fade away, he looks like. And then towards the end, when he really actually gave LeBron the blessing. He gave LeBron the blessing because Laker fans wouldn't accept LeBron. So he was like, all right, I want everybody to accept LeBron. You know, he might be able to bring some rings over here. And matter of fact, everything I did came from Mike. And I was like, wow, that's a huge thing to admit that. So
yeah. And you know what? While we're on it, I feel like one of his biggest, now thinking about his playing, one of his biggest moments for me, and this was when I found this out, it made me love him even more, bro. What series that was when he shot them 3 air balls to try to win.
Utah.
To have that much nuts to go after that and go after it again and again, like basically telling you, I'm not scared of this moment. I'm either make it or miss it, and if I miss it, fuck it. At least I wasn't scared, but I'm gonna get better to where when I
think he was a rookie.
Again, that's your ass.
Right. I think he was a rookie that year too. Either a rookie or a second year. Yeah, a rookie. Yeah.
Yeah, he was a rookie, and Dale Harris actually kind of did him a disservice because he put him out there he wasn't letting them warm up or nothing like that. So that was actually on Dale Harris. I think that's another reason why they won all the championships, because they brought in Phil. You know, that's somebody who's just a better coach. So that's amazing though. That's what's up, man.
Right.
Well, hey, I appreciate you
Alex,
coming
man,
on the show.
it was.
Go ahead, my
go
bad.
ahead, Reezy. Yeah, you go ahead.
I was just gonna ask, like, is there anything next for you to look forward to? Are you gonna try to add maybe some visual, like you said? I think you were saying you were gonna add some visuals to some of these tracks.
Yeah, that's my next thing to conquer. I'm really gonna have me some visuals for these songs. Cause I'm really an illustrator, bro. I ain't nothing I'm rapping. Anything I rap, I promise you I can make a video for it. But that's how I rap. So it's really to sit down and like break that down, because I'm a very big critic on my own shit. So when a video do come out, I want people to understand that I put my all into this. I really broke things down. When I put any verse out, I really broke this down. Even if it was for a quick 16 on somebody else's beat, I really broke that down and thought of the ways to do this shit. You know what I'm saying? So like, video wise, that's my next thing I'm gonna conquer. So you're gonna start seeing videos. So that's the biggest thing.
That's well, we can't wait for that.
Yeah.
Hey, but man, being from Opelousas, just like you, going to the same high school, same junior high, man, I just want to say, man, I'm proud of you, bro. It's real talk. Like I said, I can't say it enough, bro. I'm gonna support you every step of the way, bro. Real talk. I'm proud of you, bro.
At all. I procrastinated long enough. That's enough. Now I'm on the head now.
Hey, you can't stop now. You cannot slow down now, baby. Let's go.
It's on.
But yeah, this gonna conclude our episode. Maybe we'll bring you back in one of our debate episodes so you can tell them boys why Kobe better than LeBron.
Yeah. Oh, I'm ready for that one.
Right.
Shout out to Wesley Tate, man.
Yeah, that's one thing I want to say is shout out to a lot of the sports debaters. We appreciate y'all viewing the show as well. And this is a brand new thing. This is literally a fresh baby that we created. So any success that we have is because of y'all.
I appreciate y'all for doing this right here. I like this a lot, like definitely.
Absolutely.
And this is making it's just broadening, like just us being on Facebook in this group. You know what I'm saying? So I love this. I love this.
All right, well, that concludes Sports Talk episode 2 with Ayeyoh. Everybody go get the album. It's on all platforms. It's on Apple. So I'm an Apple guy, so I downloaded it quick and played it. So everybody, please support our artists. We're going to be highlighting all the local artists in the area.
All right.
All right, y'all have a good one.
All right, y'all have a good one.
Peace.